was in that same situation. Take a look. Last January, we were the first to sit down with evangelical preacher Ted Haggard and his wife Gail after Ted's shocking secret life was exposed. Do you think you're gay?
No, I don't think I'm gay. My first therapist said, you are a heterosexual with homosexual attachments, and I wasn't sure what that meant.
Nor am I. Reverend Ted Haggard was a powerhouse evangelist with 30 million followers, charismatic, influential, a rising star. Until the sex scandal hit.
He had a relationship with me. We had gay sex.
In 2006, a former male escort claimed a 3-year sexual relationship with a prominent pastor that involved payment for sex and crystal meth. The details were sordid and humiliating.
It was not an emotional relationship in any way. It was strictly for sex.
But Ted denied everything.
Have you had a relationship with?
I have not.
Any kind of gay relationship
I've
at all?
never had a gay relationship with anybody, and I'm steady with my wife. I'm faithful to my wife.
Have you ever done drugs?
I've never done drugs, ever.
Gail says she initially believed her husband, but then his story began to fall apart.
I did call him.
And what did you call him about?
I called him to buy some meth, but I threw it away.
And who were you buying the meth for?
No, I was buying it for me, but I never used it.
Ted eventually admitted to using drugs and what he called sexual immorality.
I said, Gail, I am so toxic. I am poisonous. I said, you need to divorce me.
Why did you stay?
You know, that is the question I'm asked in the grocery store almost daily.
And now she's answered it. Gail Haggard is here. Ted will join us in a minute. She's written a new book called Why I Stayed. And I was telling you that in the car this morning, I stayed up last night reading the book, and in the car this morning on the way to work, I had an epiphany, because as I was reading the book, I was going, oh, I can't believe that. What did you do that for? And oh my God, I would never do that. And I had like a little moment with myself. And I decided that I was going to approach this interview with no judgment. That was my epiphany, is that judge not and you be not judged. And my conclusion is, after reading this, is that you really, really love this man in a way that I'm sure a lot of other people watching will understand. It's just a way, I don't know a love like this. And I think we come from two different cultures in that I am a woman who's always taken care of myself. I've always been independent. I've always, made my own decisions. So it's unimaginable to me to be in a situation where somebody is going to betray me and I would stay. But yet in reading that you did, I can understand how you, coming from where you've come from, were able to do it. And that was my epiphany this morning. Thank you very much for that.
Well, I'm glad that you had that. I'm glad that you don't want to judge me.
No, I don't. I don't want to judge you.
Because I think I would say I'm an independent woman. Mm-hmm. I'm a strong woman. Mm-hmm. And I take care of myself. And these were my choices. Because I feel as though the betrayal had the potential to lead us toward greater health in our marriage. And that was a perspective I was willing to take, because I do deeply love this man.
Okay, so let's just get right in here. You write on page 109 that I had to question, from page 108, I had to question whether some of the fault lay with me. Was I not attractive enough? Was I not fun enough? Was I not sexually satisfying enough? The idea that I just wasn't enough plagued my mind. Now I face the challenge of discovering which aspects of our marriage were actually real. Tell me about that moment.
Well, I think that those are the questions that most women would ask themselves when they're faced with unfaithfulness in their marriage, is what's wrong with me? Mm-hmm. Wasn't I enough? Mm-hmm. And after I asked myself those questions, I asked Ted those questions. You know, did I fail you somehow? Was I not appealing enough to you, or attractive enough, or sexual enough, or fun enough, or where did I fail? And he emphasized to me over and over and over again that I hadn't failed, that I was all those things to him, but that this was his problem, not mine.
would this have been, and it's really hypothetical, but would this have been the same were the infidelities with women?
You know,
I wonder if, I just wonder if, and I've interviewed other women who found out their husbands were in relationships with men, found out their husbands were gay. For some women, it's easier if the man is gay.
I wouldn't say it was easier for me. I think it was just different. I think there were different dynamics. I think if there had been another woman, that raises a whole different set of challenges. You know, I would definitely be saying, wasn't I enough?
I could understand that point of view, if it was another woman. But if it's another man, there's nothing you can do about that. So there's nothing you can do about that.
That is
so
true.
there's some, that's why I'm saying that for some women, it makes it easier because you think, well, no matter what I would have done, I'm not going to be a guy.
That's true. That's true. And I think just the whole woman thing, it would have been different challenges, but the same principles.
We'll be right back. Interesting. Coming up, Ted's secret confessions to his wife. All new, before your next trip to the store, test your food IQ. Most consumed meat around the world. The answer is... Your veggies, your dairy, meat, where do they come from? This isn't about whether you eat fat or don't eat fat. Why actress Alicia Silverstone says her weight worries are now over.
My skin changed drastically.
Fast food chain making waves. Best-selling food expert Michael Pollan. What do you eat? Tune in and make your own decisions tomorrow.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created January 26, 2010, using the guitar chords G, D, A-7, and D7. This song is going to be called So That's How It Is, eh? Oh, so that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Eh. That's how it is now. People break up their relationships by going off somehow, either with an affair or getting violent. They change the dynamics of the relationship and the matrix of it. Anytime you feel threatened, your partner can hurt you. The ideal sense of relationship is to hope that the one you're with will always love you and help you, to be supported by the both of you, to know that you're always gonna try and be true. If anything dips below the standard of what's acceptable, troubles arise. Well, take Denise and Charlie Sheen, and now Oprah's interviewing another couple who got taken by surprise. Their relationship almost died, but she, the woman in it all, stuck together through high or low. Wrote a book to describe how she accepted it all and tried to keep on going. Well, I guess that's the two choices you have when your relationship begins to die. You got to ask why, work on it and save it, or return it to the junk pile.